Good morning, and I'd like to welcome you all, and especially Minister Troy and colleagues joining us from the other side of the world. So today we are actually having a Medtech event, and this one is Ireland meets South Africa, and it's jointly organized by Enterprise Ireland. So my colleague, Dr. Ureshnie Govender, is here and will be co-host, and ourselves, Pharmaconnect Africa. So Pharmaconnect Africa is really a non-profit company which is aimed at convening stakeholders in the pharmaceutical industry, biotech, healthcare, governments, agencies, regulatory people, as well as business people across the African continent. So either you're doing business in Africa or you're from Africa. And the whole idea for us is to increase access to health products and medicines for African citizens. So over the lockdown period, actually, we've started having a series of webinars. So we've had, this is our 14th one, on all sorts of topics. We've had a focus on cannabis in Africa. We've also realized that we are all human beings and we are losing loved ones. And so we've also talked even about grief and loss in COVID times. We've had events with Bio Africa, and more recently with the Innovation Hub. And this particular one is probably our first bilateral event. So I'm really excited about this. The other thing that we've also done during this time is we've actually developed a COVID Connect Plus app. And the most recent one is actually a Welsh translation of this app. And it's mostly in African languages, highly infographic. So you can visit that page and have a look at what we're doing. But to the business of the day, so today I am really excited that we have several companies from Ireland and also companies from South Africa. And we are going to look at how we can actually work together to increase access to these products across the continent. And so our program is that we're going to have Minister Troy. Thank you very much, Minister, for making yourself available at short notice and at such a busy time of the year. And then thereafter, I'll give it over to my colleague, Dr. Govender, who will talk a little bit about Enterprise Ireland, and then we will have all our speakers who are here representing Invest SA, Medical Devices Manufacturers South Africa, CFarm, Medtech. So just before that, these are the events that we've had more recently and events coming up. So you can see here, 10th of November, it's about partnering with Ireland. And then we're going to have a virtual marketplace around Afro-Herbal ingredients. Our main conference is in April next year. So if you'd like to support our events or attend, please feel free to just contact us. And with that, I'll hand over to Ureshnie to introduce the minister.
Thank you, Prof. Thanks very much, and good morning, everyone. In line with Prof. Katereria's introduction, I am Ureshnie Govender, the Senior Market Advisor at Enterprise Ireland. And as Prof has said, Enterprise Ireland joins forces with Pharmaconnect today to bring 4 respected Irish life science companies and South African medtech experts to your doorstep virtually. Now, this event is particularly special, as Prof has mentioned, as the welcome will be made by Minister Robert Troy. Minister Troy is the Irish Minister of State with responsibility for trade, promotion, digital and company regulation at the Department of Enterprise, Trade and Employment in Ireland. It is a pleasure to have you join us, Minister Troy, and I hand the virtual floor over to you for your welcome note. Thank you.
Good morning again, and thank you for the invitation to participate this morning at your South African Pharma Connects event. It's a great honour and privilege to do so. I think it's a very opportune time for the Irish government to be speaking to you this morning with just over 50 days to go to Brexit. Market diversification has never been more important for Irish exporters. And when we speak of diversification, we tend to speak in the context of traditional markets such as North America and the Eurozone. Africa is rarely mentioned in the conversation, despite offering major growth opportunities across a variety of sectors, including life sciences. To illustrate the scale of opportunity, before COVID-19 pandemic, the sub-Saharan Africa was the second fastest growing region in the world after Southeast Asia. The Irish government is determined to increase Ireland's exports into the region, and I'm pleased to say the opportunity hasn't been lost on Irish firms. Enterprise Ireland is currently supporting more than 400 client companies to do business in the region. And growth has been very strong in recent years, with Irish exports to sub-Saharan Africa growing well over 500 million euro. Exports to South Africa alone grew by 9% in 2019, which was comfortably ahead of the overall increase of 6% for Irish exports globally in the same year. Long seen as a gateway to Africa, South Africa is an attractive option for Irish exporters. With its population of almost 58 million, a well-developed economy, relative ease of doing businesses, and life sciences has been a particular area of opportunity in recent years. The market will be familiar to Irish firms in certain respects, and not just for its common law legal system, but also because English is widely spoken. The country strives to provide best possible health service to its people, and already spends significant amounts on innovative Irish medtech and pharmaceutical products in both its public and private healthcare systems. That spending reflects the exceptionally strong global reputation of the Irish medtech and pharmaceutical sectors. Ireland hosts the operations of 9 of the top global pharmaceutical cooperations and 13 of the top 15 global medtech cooperations. Just about every leading pharma company you can care to mention has a manufacturing operation in Ireland. These include, and not an exhaustive list, but Pfizer, Merck, Sanofi, Johnson & Johnson, AbbVie, Novartis. And the same goes for Medtech, where global players with substantial Irish operations include Abbott, Bayer, Medtech, Boston Scientific, Medtronic, to name a few. It's worth sharing some statistics to bring home the global importance of the Irish-based medtech industry. 25% of the world's diabetic population rely on injectable devices manufactured in Ireland. 33% of the world's contact lenses are manufactured in Ireland. 75% of global orthopedic knee production is carried out here in Ireland, and an incredible 80% of stents used worldwide are made right here in Ireland. So you can see we have a very strong global presence. The indigenous Irish medtech sector has also earned a respected reputation for itself internationally, known for its cutting-edge innovation, aligned with ongoing research and development Irish companies have developed a footprint in developed and emerging markets as they seek to understand and deliver customer and community-based solutions. Very importantly, 60% of medtech companies in Ireland have a dedicated research and development function. The aim of today's virtual event is to strengthen Irish and South African ties by showcasing some of the solutions on offer from a selection of those highly innovative life science companies. Also, in the spirit of learning from each other, South African experts will share insights on the opportunities for partnerships and cross-collaboration that await Irish firms in the South African market. You will hear from those innovative Irish companies shortly. Their solutions range from COVID-19 diagnostics to gastrointestinal care products and highly effective room sterilization systems. The best strategy for most Irish firms to access this important market will be to work with local partners such as participating on the event here this morning. I hope that today's event will represent a critical step on the journey for these Irish firms to find distributors, agents, and other partners in South Africa. I would like to, before I finish, thank Enterprise Ireland clients who are participating in this event today. Caroline Fogarty of CF Pharma, Chris Sloan of Hybergen, John O'Connell of CW Applied Technology, and Brian Byrne of Evatech. I'd also like to thank the speakers in advance, and excuse me if I don't have the correct pronunciation, but I'll try my best. Dr. S. Injowana, Marlon Burgess, Medical Devices Manufacturing Association of South Africa, and Ureshnie Govender, Invest South Africa Division of South African Department of Trade and Industry. It's easier to reference where you're speaking from than it is your name. My apologies. I'd also like to thank Professor David Keary of PharmaConnect for his partnership in organising today's event. Organisations like PharmaConnect will play a very important role in connecting Irish life sciences firms with healthcare stakeholders in South Africa to open up new trading opportunities for the future. And as I said at the outset, I think it's critically important as a small open economy that is looking to market diversification, that we look at new emerging markets such as South Africa. So I'm really pleased that this event is taking place today, and I really hope that the participants on both sides get something positive from the event today. I wish you every success with the event, and to say that through our agencies such as Enterprise Ireland, we continue to work to build on new markets, but back at home, this government and my department in particular are here to help and assist in any way that we can. So the best of luck today, and thank you for the invitation to open your event this morning.